is also landing up ahead. The city center airport was built in 1939 and was used for Air Force training in World War II. Since then, private planes have flown out of the airport, and since 1984, scheduled airlines have flown. A trip to the airport is extremely brief. According to the Guinness Book of Records, it holds the world record for the shortest ferry ride at only 32 seconds. On the right are the old Canada Malting Company silos. The silos were built in 1928 and were used to store malt up until the 1980s when they were abandoned. The building was designated for demolition, but the city stepped in and declared it a heritage site. And down on the right in front of the malting silos is Ireland Park. As we pass by, if you see those statues, those are to commemorate the famine that occurred in Ireland. And a passenger told me the exact same statues are in Dublin, Ireland as well. It looks like they are loading up the airport ferry. It takes that world record short trip from the right just straight across to the left. However, a few weeks ago, plans were announced to build an underwater tunnel for passengers to travel to the airport in. It will be about 8 meters wide. Because we are in the inner harbor, we must maintain a slow speed limit. However, very shortly we'll be cruising at a high speed out into Lake Ontario. Lake Ontario is one of the 5 Great Lakes and is actually the smallest of all the Great Lakes. The name Ontario comes from the Huron word for Great Lake. Later on, the province was named after the lake. Lake Ontario is the 14th largest lake in the world, with a shoreline of 1,146 kilometers or 712 miles. Average depth of the lake is extremely great. It can average either 86 meters or 283 feet. Because of this extreme depth, the lake will rarely freeze over in the winter. However, this inner channel we are in will freeze over. If you look to the right and see those ladders, they're all distorted on the bottom from the ice. Also on the right is the Canadian National Yacht Club.